Hello everyone, welcome to LATOKEN Online Demo Pitch. I'm a host of today's Demo Pitch. My name is Danilo Chernov. I remind you that Demo Pitch is a trial pitch dedicated to make sure that projects 100% ready to pitch during the pitch competition. There are two key crucial moments that we need to cover during Demo Pitch. First is timing. Every project has 5 minutes to pitch. And second is structure. Your presentation should cover 10 crucial aspects that I'm sure you received in your email with the pitch deck template. So let me give a word to the first projects today, being represented by Mustafa Ozalchin. I hope that I pronounced your name correctly. Mustafa, can you please share your pitch deck with us and start the pitch? Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for having us on the pitch this morning. My name is Mustafa Ozalchin, pronounced very well. Thanks very much. We also have members of our executive team on the call. We have Mr. Rob Profit and Chinelo Obidigbo. Rob's in South Africa, Chinelo's in Lagos. Without any more of ado, I'd like to introduce Ukashi, the loyalty, rewards, and marketing platform being built on blockchain. So if I can quickly share my screen. Oh, I may have to quit and log back in.
Sorry, Mustafa, you will probably need to change the security settings on your laptop or desktop to allow for Zoom to access your desktop.
I think he left.
Yeah,
you will try to join again. There you go.
Here.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, my apologies for that. It wasn't allowing me to share my screen unless I quit first, so apologies.
All right.
All right. So cool. Mustafa, you have 5 minutes. You can start.
Okay. So Ukashi is a rewards and loyalty marketing platform being built on blockchain that we started developing the concept for a couple of years ago and actually developing the platform for last year. Our aim is to make cryptocurrency mainstream for the masses in emerging markets initially, starting in Africa, to grow economies using a completely mobile and simple and intuitive loyalty rewards platform to bring this about. And the 4 problems that are facilitating us to do this is cryptocurrency is obviously, I don't need to explain to you, you're all cryptocurrency experts. It's very difficult to use and adopt at the moment, whether it's to purchase from an exchange or to send to somebody else. The average person on the street just cannot do it. As far as loyalty and rewards programs are concerned, I've been in the industry for nearly 20 years now. We've worked with Rob, who used to be a client as well as a mentor to me. Loyalty programs have become commoditized. They're very similar. Marketing spend by merchants, stores, restaurants are very inefficient, difficult to measure ROI accurately, and money transfers cross-border are obviously expensive and not that simple when you come to it as well. So we are aiming to bring about the use of cryptocurrency on a daily basis by solving all of these problems, having consumers using a loyalty and rewards program every single day, as they already do, where the loyalty rewards are in the form of cashback, which are in themselves in the form of a crypto token called Cashi, which are transparent in value. Each Cashi will always be worth $1. So the member always knows how much money they have in their mobile wallet. And transactions will be by scanning a QR code at the point of payment. On the flip side, merchants will be able to send relevant marketing campaigns, promotional campaigns, offers to those members that want them when they want them. So it will be personal and it will be real time. Why now? Obviously, cryptocurrencies and alternative currencies are on the brink of making an entry into the mainstream. I say on the brink, relatively speaking, because there are two main hurdles. Obviously, practicality, which we talked about, the ease of use, and regulatory. Ukashi has both of those covered. From the practicality perspective, we talked about ease of use and the adapt and adopt method, where people will be using this on a daily basis anyway. So they'll be using cryptocurrencies without actually realizing they're using cryptocurrencies. And the regulatory process we have covered, because Ukashi, the Kashi token, is not a cryptocurrency as such. Though we do eventually want to launch the Ukashi coin, the Kashi token in itself is not a cryptocurrency that needs to be regulated. There are certain regulations in relation to loyalty programs, which say that you cannot earn more than a certain amount of currency in a day, in a month, etc. And we adhere to all of those. But as far as the cryptocurrency aspect is concerned, we don't have to adhere to anything in that respect. But once we've grown to reach a certain size, we will obviously already be covering those bases, because we would already have the various KYC and AML processes in place. As far as the market validation goes, quickly, this is our total addressable market. We aim to launch, beginning with Nigeria, in 7 countries in Africa. Our serviceable addressable market is 30,400,000. That's based on 2017 figures, the smartphone penetration in Nigeria. And our immediate serviceable obtainable market, our SOM, is 2.5 million. That's for year 1.5, 2. And we've put that as 2.5 million because if we don't reach that number, then we've failed. If we reach that number, we've become successful, and we will be able to expand by replicating what we've done in Nigeria, in South Africa, in Ghana, in Mauritius, and all of the other markets. As far as the competitive landscape goes, right now, there aren't many globally unique and engaging loyalty programs. They're either irrelevant and engaging, or irrelevant, commoditized, engaging, and commoditized. Very few fall into the bracket that we are in. I can only maybe think of 1 or 2 in the airline space and a few in the hotel space. But as far as a program that encompasses a coalition type of program, there aren't that many. What are our differentiators? Well, basically, the first one is you'll be able to become a member of any program just by one touch, much like liking a comment on Facebook or Twitter or someone's post on Instagram. You become a member by liking a brand. The anonymity aspect of the program is very different. Member data will remain with the member unless the merchant purchases that data from the member directly, and they'll be able to do that via the mobile application. Campaign engagements are triggered by the consumer, not by the merchant. So we're ending spam. If a merchant wants to send a campaign to a member, the member will have to ask for it first, and they will. Location-based currency, you'll see your currency based on where you are. So if you're in Nigeria, you'll see your Kashi in Naira. And if you're a businessman and you fly over to Accra, you see your currency in Ghanaian currency. One of our key pillars is social responsibility. So we'll be investing in social projects in each region that we operate. And the Ukashi team that we have behind us, we believe we have a team that has expertise that is above and beyond the average level of, let's say, loyalty marketeers in the market. Quickly going through the product, it's a scan QR code basically, and everything is completely mobile. Everything will be able to be done within a maximum of 3 clicks, whether you're a consumer or a merchant. And the technology, we're being built on the Stellar blockchain. Obviously, the application will be on both iOS and Android. The main integration will be with the point of sales using micro web services, either going over the GSM and Wi-Fi networks. Revenue, very simple, much like the program itself. From a partner perspective, everything will be based on transaction fees, and a simple transaction fee is based on the earned transaction of consumers, and the minimum transaction fee will be 0.8%. There are no implementation fees. We do all of that with the help of the merchants themselves, but there's no charge for implementing. So the days of charging 50 to hundreds of thousands of dollars for implementing loyalty systems are gone. The average transaction fee that per month that our business case is based on is $25 a month. For Nigeria, it's higher in the other regions. These are all Nigeria numbers, by the way, because our aim is to launch in the other markets within 2 years, but we need to reach critical mass in Nigeria within a year and a half to be able to do this, and we believe we can. And we're aiming 2.5 million members within the 2 years of launching in Nigeria, and expect by 2025 in all of the markets that we've launched in a total amount of $55 million dollars in gross revenue by 2025. And our go-to-market strategy is quite detailed, but very simple. It depends on app downloads by the consumers. And we'll be obviously promoting the Ukashi program by going to the place where the consumers and the merchants are at, mainly the shopping malls. I've been to Lagos many, many times over the last year and a half. We've been speaking with potential launch partners. We don't have a signature on the dotted line as yet, but I can have that tomorrow. We're very close. We have very close relationships with one of the big retail chains out there, and they're basically waiting for the solution to be developed. So promoting the program to the merchants and the consumers where they are at, which is at the shopping malls. Radio is a big medium in Nigeria, so we're promoting there. As far as partner onboarding goes, more one-to-one meetings and cold calls, etc. And then this will be continuous. So in year one, continuing into year one, we'll continue having campaigns with the launch partners in tandem with them. This is going to be a community. So at the end, this is what we expect. We expect everything to be built around Ukashi, where the partners and the merchants are as one, if you like. And this is why we have a strong social responsibility ethic, because they will know, consumers and partners will know that the spend that they are receiving and spend made by the consumers are going towards a greater good. This is our executive team. We have Rob on the call, we have Chinelo on the call. Ravindra and Omar weren't available today, but hopefully you'll get to meet them at a future date. As far as the financial projections are concerned, the top table shows you what we expect. Right now, the setup is we have Ukashi London Incorporated, we have Ukashi Nigeria Incorporated, we have the brand registered in both countries. So the financial projections for London for the first 5 years, even though we will obviously look to launch in other countries, are purely Nigerian numbers. London gets income from a licensing fee, which is 20%, and also the percentage of ownership in stake in the Nigeria entity. And if we look at the London financial projections, we're looking at purely from Nigeria. If we just operated in Nigeria and nowhere else, we'd have earnings before interest and after tax of just over $15 million at the end of 5 years. And again, that's just Nigeria. What we are looking for is $430,000 in exchange for 17% of Ukashi London, which is obviously the top co, which is obviously how it needs to be. And the funding will be used mainly to develop the software, redevelop the software. We had started developing it last year, but unfortunately we had to part ways with our development team, who were people that I knew from the industry and we'd worked with before. And when that happened, it obviously meant we had to go down this route. Soft costs will be another component, and marketing will be the other big cost. I think I've gone over the 5 minutes maybe by 200%.
Yeah, that was actually,
I apologize for that.
Almost 15 minutes. All right, so let me pass the word to Maxim.
Yes, thank you, Mustafa, for the presentation.
Thank you, Mustafa.
Yeah, as Daniela mentioned, it was more or less 12 minutes. So unfortunately, in this format, timing is key. Obviously, in the demo setting, we don't stop you. We let you go with the flow. But in the real pitch with the institutional investors, you to wrap up in 30 seconds. So that is really something to work on.
If I may, In the
Yeah.
email that we were sent, it said, I was quite surprised myself. It said we have 30 minutes, which is why I didn't, or we didn't work towards 5. If we'd have known 5, we'd have worked towards that, but it's good to know.
Can you please send this email, who you work with from LATOKEN side? Because I hear about this for the first time. We will never mention any 30 minutes in your letter.
I'll forward it to you. Our account manager, I believe, is Nikita. That's who initially contacted us. And in the follow-up emails that kept being sent, it says 30 minutes.
Okay, maybe the whole duration of the demo usually is around that time.
Understood. Not a problem. We can filter that down, feather that down into 5 minutes.
And now I understand now, but in all, actually great presentation. I really like the design. I really like the flow. The slides are really really pleasant to the eye. I never spotted too much information or too much text. That was really good. I really liked the market validation slide. That is really how to say, value added to all the presentation that I've seen before. So market validation is a strong point that I would keep for sure. If you have to cut something, cut somewhere else. And competitive landscape, that's the only slide that I would improve. I would even if as you were speaking and as you were presenting, you said some hotels and some other competitors can be in the space, but nobody concrete. Still, put some logos in that graph, and even if you don't mention their names, just it's gonna be visually pleasant. And also, it would really help if you explain that slide, why you put yourself on the top right corner, and what it represents, because I didn't quite get it. I know the graph, but I didn't understand what the actual 4 sides mean, so that would be good to be clarified and explain literally in 20 on top there, and what this all represents. But all in all, it was flowing really well, and it didn't feel like 12 minutes. That is a good thing. The bad thing is that it's always easier to put more information than cut information. But I believe that with some rehearsal and with a little tactical cuts, you can easily get it down to 5 minutes. 5 minutes and 30 seconds. That's still fine. But yeah, the main cut of you kind of have to cut it in half, unfortunately. Yeah, I apologize if somebody told you that it was gonna be 30 minutes. And if that was
Maxim, I believe you disappear from time to time.
Yeah, sometimes it gets
Let's
cut.
repeat the last part.
okay. My audio is
Video.
Oh well, the video doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know how to fix it right now. Okay. What part did you not hear? Well, I mean, I think my feedback is done. Just the timing I would fix the competitive landscape slide, but everything else flows really well. That's it. Thank you, Mustafa.
Right. So yeah, thank you, Mustafa, for the presentation. So let me pass the floor to the next project. Rob?
Rob is part of our team.
Oh, all right. Sergey, who's the next project? Yves. All right. So Ice, do you hear me?
Yves. You're on mute.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, please share the presentation.
Okay. Where is? Yeah. You can see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the whole company purpose of Börse.website, it's an exchange, and it brings people together through.
Sure, Yves, just to make sure, you're gonna show the presentation or just the text?
It's a presentation text.
But you know, this is not representative format that we use on a demo pitch. Usually we share the presentation. I believe that you have received the presentation template. We can provide feedback on a text.
Oh, I see. So only like, yeah, okay, I know.
Only presentation with all the key parts mentioned in figures. The more details, the better. Financials, everything that Maxime mentioned today as well. So yeah, we cannot provide the feedback on text. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Look, go ahead, present. You can always come back later with the actual slides. But for now, we can also hear what you have to say, and I'll give you feedback briefly on.
Okay.
Pitch deck. All right.
All right. So yeah, the whole company purpose of Börse.website, it's an exchange, and it brings people together through chat and through wallets and keys. They can self-generate them at Börse.website. And we are educating people about finances, business, investments, cryptocurrency through social media, mainly through Twitter, newsletter, and Telegram, YouTube, and Instagram. The pain is that most people have no financial or business or investment education, so they look for it online by self-study. Solution, my company value proposition is free educational information through newsletter at Börse.website, twitter.com/Gelder, and Telegram at t.me/sgeldercoins, YouTube and Instagram. The product sits physically in social media channels and in chats. And in chats, every customer gets automatically Geldcoins when buying access to the chat with Euro. Use cases, Geldcoin is used as a value of exchange already with Bitcoin, US dollar, Ethereum, and Waves. Further, it is planned to give long-time customers of the chat side also Geldcoins. And why now? Historical evolution. People see that currencies more and more inflate, and central banks are printing more and more fiat money, and therefore they look for a safe cryptocurrency. Recent trends, people don't read paper anymore. Instead, they look and connect online for information, especially in times with Corona. Corona makes them more isolated and aware of dangers of the outside world, so they stay home evenings, social distancing, and connect through social media, email, chats, and they get rerouted by doing so with Geldcoins. Market size, profile of customer, all people who use cell phones, laptop, PCs, who have internet connection from 18 years upwards. TAM, total market demand, it's around 1,000 people, multiply 3,000 possible accounts, so that's around 3 million. SAM, serviceable available market, 1 in 3 people use social media, so that's 3.5 billion people in the world. SOM, it's a share of the market. We have no values yet because it's everything in the beginning. Competition, no known competition yet by names. Competitive advantages, Geld is the first mover with the coin. Product at Börse.website, we offer wallets and keys to create for the customer. Geldcoin is a member of the Ethereum blockchain family. Therefore, every Ethereum address can be used to store GLD coins. Social media sites for finance information already functional, twitter.com/Gelder or Telegram, t.me/sgeldercoins, and newsletter at Börse.website. Development roadmap, building of the chat in May 2020, so that's next month. Marketing start also May 2020. Business model, profit from chat and by giving away free crypto information, pricing 10 to 200 euro. Average lifetime value 10 to 200 euro per customer. Sales and distribution model online by ads and on social media and through chat. customer pipeline list, newsletter, people from Börse.website, and follower from social media sites. We have around 50,000 followers on Twitter and Telegram and in the newsletter, because we give financial information a long time, since 2008. So that's more around 12 years now, yeah. Their team, it's me and various developers who developed the web page. Financials, no profits yet, and the deal is only 20,000 US, all are needed, and then we give 5% every month for the investor. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
How do they pronounce your name, by the way?
Eve.
Eve. Thank you, Eve. As my colleague Danila mentioned, obviously this is not the format that.
Yeah. So I make a slide. Yeah. PowerPoint presentation.
So please, yeah, do that. You know, if we close an eye on that, what I can say is basically the structure is almost there. Obviously, you have the reverse problem that Mustafa has. You made it in less than 4 minutes, and what that means basically, you can add actually more information. In a minute, you can say a lot more information. So make it detailed, the slides, you know, the problem, the solution, why you, instead of why now, why you, and also competitors. I understand that, you know, every project thinks that they don't have a competitor because it's something.
Okay, I can add that.
Yeah, please do that. But yeah, except for that, I can't say much. I mean, you have pretty detailed information, so just go ahead, make a good-looking pitch deck, and you know, before booking the next demo, contact the dedicated LATOKEN manager that you have, show it to them, and then let's schedule another demo, right?
Okay, when is that? Just have to contact them and then combining.
Make an attractive demo deck, pitch deck, and then contact them. They will review it before letting you in the new demo, and then you can schedule another one for another session in a week or two.
All right, thanks very much.
All right, so we have 2 projects today. Thank you for coming into LATOKEN Demo Pitch. In regards to the next step, if you want to participate in a pitch competition and you took into account all the comments provided by LATOKEN Investment Committee, you can ask your dedicated LATOKEN listing manager for the dates and time. At average, we host 2 pitch competitions every week. We invite VC funds, angel investors to these pitch competitions, and at the end of the session, our project have around 10 minutes to present their projects to investors, and afterwards investors provide feedback and choose the projects they want to talk after they exchange contacts, and this is how it works. All right, so thank you everybody. I wish you a very good day.
Do we have the opportunity to ask questions?
Yeah, sure.
For sure, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, in the email that we were sent, it mentions a fund of 80 billion AUM.
Yes.
I looked at what AUM was, and if I'm not mistaken, it's a currency called Alexium, which is trading.
No, this is assets under management.
Okay, so that was where the mistake was made.
Yeah.
Understood. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of our team has any questions.
Yeah. Any questions?
Not from our side.
All right. So thank you for your attention. I wish you a very good day.
Thanks, Dina. Thanks, Maxim.
Thank you all for joining.
All right, thanks.
Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.